Welcome to our History in Shadows channel, and be sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this.
Japanese soldiers carefully examine a crashed Chinese Curtiss Hawk III fighter aircraft in the outskirts of Shanghai on October 8, 1937. This American-made biplane was part of China's defensive air force during the early phase of the Second Sino-Japanese War. Japanese soldiers examine a downed Chinese Curtiss Hawk III fighter near Shanghai on October 8, 1937. This American-built biplane served in China's Air Force during intense aerial combat in the Second Sino-Japanese War's early battles over Shanghai. Jane Mansfield relaxes on an inflatable raft in her Los Angeles pool, surrounded by hot water bottles shaped like bikini-clad versions of herself in 1957. Photographer Alan Grant captured this playful scene for Life magazine, showcasing Mansfield's bold personality. Staff Captain Vadim Maslov poses with his lover, the infamous Mata Hari, a renowned exotic dancer and adventurer. Their romance became legendary during World War I, ultimately leading to Mata Hari's execution as an alleged spy in 1917 by France. Imperial Japanese Army soldiers launch a desperate assault on a British M3 Stuart light tank using Molotov cocktails in Burma, 1942. This dangerous close-quarters tactic was employed when Japanese forces lacked effective anti-tank weapons during the Burma campaign. Wounded French soldiers conduct military drills inside Paris's Grand Palais in 1916, preparing to return to active duty on the Western Front. The iconic exhibition hall was converted into a rehabilitation center where recovering troops regained their physical strength and combat readiness. This ornate hussar uniform is displayed at Sofia's Military Museum, showcasing the elaborate military fashion of cavalry regiments. The richly decorated jacket features intricate braiding, bold colors, and traditional hussar styling that define these elite light cavalry units across Europe. Ella Ewing stands beside a woman of average height, dramatically illustrating her remarkable 8 feet 4 inches tall frame in the 1890s. Known as the Missouri Giantess, Ewing toured with sideshows, becoming one of the tallest women ever recorded in history. On December 29, 1890, the U.S. 7th Cavalry Regiment massacred between 135 and 300 Lakota people, including men, women, children, and elderly, at Wounded Knee in South Dakota. This tragic event marked one of the darkest chapters in American history. Nicolas Cage poses with his father, August Coppola, in 1988. August was a distinguished literature professor and brother of legendary filmmaker Francis Ford Coppola. Nicolas famously changed his surname from Coppola to Cage to establish his own identity in Hollywood's film industry. St. Peter's Church of Ange stands alongside a detailed map of the Ange Patriarchate from 1640. This ancient church, carved into rock, is considered one of Christianity's oldest sanctuaries, while the map documents the vast ecclesiastical territories of this historic patriarchate. An Afridi officer stands with sepoys guarding the strategic Khyber Pass in 1893, with Jamrud Fort visible in the background. These local tribesmen served as frontier forces, controlling this vital mountain passage connecting Afghanistan and British India through rugged terrain. The massive IMS Queen Elizabeth arrives in New York Harbor carrying thousands of servicemen returning home after World War II ended in 1945. This luxury ocean liner was converted into a troopship, bringing jubilant soldiers back to American soil after years of combat. A Japanese sentry keeps watch while his exhausted comrades sleep during intense fighting in China's Huen province on December 28, 1941. This scene captures Japan's third offensive on Changsha, where troops faced brutal combat conditions and relentless Chinese resistance throughout the campaign. Communist Afghan leader Mohammad Najibullah presents a military decoration to a Soviet soldier in 1986 during the Soviet-Afghan War. Najibullah, backed by Moscow, led the Democratic Republic of Afghanistan while Soviet forces fought against Mujahideen insurgents throughout the country. Shorty, known as the Bowery Cherub, celebrates New Year's Eve at Sammy's Bar in 1943, captured by legendary photographer Weegee. This iconic Bowery establishment was famous for its vibrant atmosphere and colorful characters, representing New York's gritty working-class nightlife during wartime. Luftwaffe ground crew worked to replace an engine on a Messerschmitt Bf-110 F2 twin-engine fighter, featuring distinctive nose art on its fuselage. These heavy fighters required extensive maintenance, with mechanics performing critical engine changes to keep aircraft operational throughout Germany's World War II campaigns. Italian Bersaglieri motorcyclists patrolled through Tunisia in early 1943 during the North African campaign. These elite infantry troops, recognizable by their distinctive plumed hats, served alongside German forces. How long could they hold against advancing Allied armies closing in from both directions? A World War I soldier stands sentry duty at 3,000 meters on the Italian front, describing himself as a sentinel of nothingness. These high-altitude posts in the Alps subjected troops to extreme isolation, freezing temperatures, and thin air during the brutal mountain warfare. Weegee photographed a man arrested for cross-dressing in 1939, when such acts were criminalized in America. This powerful image documents the harsh persecution LGBTQ individuals faced, with police routinely arresting people for wearing clothing deemed inappropriate for their assigned gender under discriminatory laws. Japanese engineering units assist infantry soldiers during river crossing operations in China, likely during the Battle of Shanghai. Combat engineers constructed makeshift bridges and rafts to transport troops across waterways, playing crucial roles in Japan's aggressive advance through Chinese territories during the invasion. A Soviet military convoy navigates treacherous mountain roads through Afghanistan's rugged terrain in 1983. These vulnerable columns faced constant ambush threats from Mujahideen fighters hiding in the surrounding peaks. What dangers lurked around each blind curve during these perilous supply missions through hostile territory? British swimmer Rob Hoey and his daughter encountered a remarkable rescue when dolphins surrounded them off New Zealand's coast. The protective pod formed a living shield against a nearly 3-meter great white shark for 40 minutes, heroically guarding them until the predator departed. Raymonde Elaine poses elegantly after being crowned Miss France in 1928. This French model and actress embodied the sophistication and glamour of the late 1920s. Her beauty pageant victory launched a successful career in entertainment during France's vibrant interwar cultural scene. An Allied soldier carefully inspects a captured German Goliath radio-controlled tracked demolition vehicle on April 12, 1944. These remote-controlled miniature tanks carried explosive charges designed to destroy fortifications, tanks, and bridges. How effective were these early unmanned weapons in actual combat situations? Oxford Circus bustles with activity in London, England during 1958. This iconic intersection showcased post-war Britain's recovery, with vintage automobiles, red double-decker buses, and well-dressed pedestrians navigating the busy streets. The scene captures London's transformation into a modern metropolitan hub. Lieutenant Colonel R.D. Garrett, Chief Signal Officer of the 42nd Division, tests a German telephone abandoned during their hasty retreat from the St. Mihiel salient in Essy, France, 1918. Captured communications equipment provided valuable intelligence during America's first major World War I offensive. Photographer Ben Whittick captured this portrait of an Apache baby between 1880 and 1890. Whittick extensively documented Native American life throughout the American Southwest during a turbulent period. His photographs preserved intimate glimpses of Apache culture during the final years of frontier conflicts. Female bodyguards of Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi stand in formation during his rule. Gaddafi famously employed an all-female protection unit called the Revolutionary Nuns or Amazonian Guard. These trained women were handpicked, receiving extensive combat training to serve as his personal security force. The Luce Institute captured this final photograph of GNR troops before April 25, documenting Italian Social Republic forces in their last days. These National Republican Guard soldiers served Mussolini's puppet regime during World War II's closing phase, just before Italy's liberation and fascism's collapse.